The facts matter.
Peace and love, family. Peace and love, Moors. So I decided that I'm gonna just walk you all through the non-tax obligatory status with me, so that you can kind of see and hear what I do, what I say. Hopefully I don't get any issues or any pushback, but hopefully this will help you all figure out that it's just about the transaction itself and what you say within the transaction. So I'm at Walmart and I'm about to go inside. So just walk with me and talk with me. Eventually I'll get used to doing a live, hopefully, but right now I'm not there yet.
Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is February 23rd, 2021, and happy Tuesday to everyone. So as you can see here, you are taking a look at a Moor by the name of Simone. She has decided that she's going to teach the Moors how to commit tax fraud, and she's going to actually record herself committing that tax fraud in Walmart as we watch. It's always much easier for law enforcement to crack down on someone when they video record their own evidence. I always find that to be interesting. As we go through this video, I'm going to be walking you through what she's actually doing, and I'm also going to be walking you through what could potentially happen to this young lady should law enforcement just happen to get a copy of this. Let's take a look.
So I figured this would be us. I was thinking about, no thank you. So I was thinking about the non-tax obligatory. Everybody kind of questions like where you can find that information. I posted it on one of my previous videos that it's just consular court or consular relations, and that code is broken up into the different pieces within the consular court, the United States codes, etc. So like, you don't look it up as AA 222-141. That's not how you look it up. It's each section. 22 means something, 141 means something of section 2. So when people say like, oh, just look it up, it's not that easy for the person on the other end to look up that code, because it comes in little chunks.
Simone, now that isn't true. Let me actually take you over to a court document that'll prove to you what that actual AA number is. This is one of those bogus court documents that have been drafted up by a Moorish group. And C. Cannon Bay happened to be one that decided they wanted to copyright their their writings called Clock of Destiny. And as you can see right here from this document, it states, my Moorish American nationality is by birthright and protected by the United States Department of Justice Moorish credentials, Free Moorish Zodiac Constitution Truth, A1 classified, the United States Copyright Certificate Number AA 222141, Clock of Destiny. Now, the interesting part about that is that, yes, this person happened to attempt to try to break it up by U.S. code, the Moorish Nationality and Identification Card, etc., 22 U.S. Code 1412143, United States Relinquished Jurisdiction, which is all a bunch of garbage, by the way. But this number is what she's actually referring to. And as you can see, this number was actually received by a person named C. Cannon Bay, who I've also done a video about his fraudulent activities, as a copyright certificate number. This has nothing to do with being tax exempt, and no matter how much you wish that were the case, it simply is not.
So maybe that back here they typically don't.
Tax exempt on it? I got it.
Oh, cool. Thanks. That saves me an extra. I don't know. They always send me to the front. I sure do.
Now, as you can see, the first fraud is about to be committed here, where she claims that she has a tax-exempt card, which for any of you that owns a private not-for-profit corporation or a business that's tax-exempt, you generally get from your specific state and county. That is what you generally take as a certificate to the stores in order for them to remove the tax off of anything you purchase for your business. Not the federal government. But, as you can see, this person has gone to the trouble of printing out their own tax card and used this supposed AA number, which really was a copyright receipt number given to C. Cannon Bay back when he went to the Copyright Office in order to copyright his writings having to do with the Clock of Destiny.
So it's Northwest Territories.
And here's where it begins to get really ugly, folks. Let me take you over to what Northwest Territories actually is. As you can see, Northwest Territories is actually the government of Canada. And you can see that Northwest Territories tax rates for 2020 right here, and the link will be in the description so that you can actually go take a look for yourself. She's going to be claiming to be a foreign diplomat using the government of Canada's Northwest Territories tax rate as an exemption. Second fraud.
They're actually not doing that anymore.
Yes, they are. I promise. That's why they send me up
That's
front.
why I was sending
Yeah.
them up front. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair because, I was told we weren't doing those anymore.
Yeah, you guys can't do the out of state.
Right.
Right, it's not out of state. It's foreign diplomat.
As you heard her say, it's not out of state, it's foreign diplomat. I have to be honest, people don't realize how much damage that they actually do to our economy when fraudulent tax exemptions take place at the stores. See, you're driving on the same roads that our taxes pay for. Your children are going to the same schools that our taxes pay for. Our communities rely on those tax dollars in order to ensure that people in the community are safe and secure. This is disgusting. And I've seen far too many of the fraudulent Moors using this number and their fake tax-exempt cards, as you saw with Simone just now, in order to attempt to try to get away with not paying taxes and claiming to be a foreign. We're going to be taking a look at what the consequences for this sort of thing is. But first, let's finish the video and show how this person actually gets away with this at the front of Walmart. And by getting away with it, you see the duper's delight on her face, and she has live broadcasted this out from Facebook for all of her Moorish followers to see.
Yeah, I think they use code 13. I think it's 13. It's right here. Not taxed.
Okay, they had never explained that one about that to me as let's go up that way. I can find that proof.
Yeah, that's perfect. How's your day today? Yep.
So just, did you just hit the regular non-tax exempt button? Okay, she said something about 13. That's what confused me when I brought it up.
Yeah, I think it's Northwest Territories is what they put. I think that's how they do.
13 now.
Yes, yes.
I thought you were talking about action code 13.
Oh no, I don't know.
And then you said 13.
And you're like, hold up, sorry.
She done threw me for a loop. Okay, thank you. Well,
You're very welcome.
Oh, that's
13.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna hit 13.
Northwest Territories. Okay.
Yeah. There is no expiration, so I think they just normally put 2050 or something.
And now she's just making things up because with a tax exempt certificate, there is always an expiration date. It's one of the fail-safes that's used in each individual state and county so that this way you continue to get a renewal as they determine that you are still tax exempt and still running a legitimate business.
Okay. So do it as normal and then this 13. Okay, she's a special.
I am very special.
There you go.
Thank you, Morena. Thank you.
No, Simone, you're not special. You're just a scammer. And see, I would think under maybe normal circumstances that you were just a follower or a sheep, as you like to call it, because you have definitely fallen down a rabbit hole and maybe following C. Cannon Bay and his like. But the truth is, I can tell that you are a scammer and that you know that this is a scam. After all, you went to the trouble of having an actual card drafted up with a copyright receipt number. And you went as far as to look up a territory that would be considered foreign and chose one from Canada. Yeah, you're a scammer, Simone. And scammers always end up paying for what they've done in the end. It may not be today and it may not be tomorrow, but what you are doing is highly illegal and fraudulent. And sooner or later, you, or sadly, one of your followers, you're going to get caught up.
I will. Thank you so much. 81, perfect.
I was like, I've never seen that before.
And you won't. And hopefully you'll let me teach you who you are, because this is who you are.
Teach me.
Yes, here I'll leave you with my information.
Okay.
Because this is you too, Morena. Oh, it's credit. It's not debit. Ooh.
Other, and then hit sign for purchase.
Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Gonna have you sign a little life away.
Well, I don't sign my life away. That is why I have the status that I do, so I ain't gotta sign my life away.
This is what I need to.
I'm gonna teach you, Morena. I'm gonna teach you. Here, I'm gonna give you my information. And just shoot me a text or something.
Gotcha.
Okay. 425. Ugh.
We've been running our own registers.
Hit me up, okay?
Okay.
It'll change your life, I promise you. You're gonna be like, what? Mind blow.
I'm already knowing.
Have a good one. Thank you, ladies. Bruh. Now, does anybody see how easy that was? I'm so glad that you guys got to experience it. So, sometimes I talk too much and I confuse them. Like, I don't know if you heard her say, you said 13 and I was already in the system. So sometimes I have to learn to be quiet and let them do their job and not try to coach them through doing their job. But in and out, they know what's up. I'm telling you, they know what's up. It's all about how you carry yourself, how you act, being polite. Because remember, it's a business transaction. We're doing business or commerce with them. Or that was me choosing to do commerce with them, So keep it simple. Don't be too extra. And just sit there and patiently wait. They'll figure it out. They have to figure it out. They have to honor it. And hopefully you guys heard them say, oh, she's special. Because they know my status is special. They know that's a special code. So hopefully that helped. Yay! Peace and love. Love you all.
What Simone has just done is called tax-exempt fraud. That has an enforcement office in literally every single county of every state in the United States. And then, of course, the IRS has the main tax-exempt fraud enforcement team. This type of activity can be turned in at any time by a party who witnesses it or a party who ends up having to answer from the location where the tax-exempt fraud was done. So if it ever gets questioned through Walmart's books, they will be submitting it in to the tax-exempt fraud enforcement. And of course, so can anyone else who actually witnesses it. Just so that you're aware, there's an entire report on this type of activity. Here is the PDF that will be located in the description of the video that was drafted up in 2009 by the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration. And this is specifically on tax-exempt fraud and the program that they now have. This has become quite prevalent across the nation. And you online scamming Moors who have decided to use this number have been doing this for quite a long time. This specific number is not U.S. codes. This number was a receipt number off of a copyright receipt provided to C. Cannon Bay for a Clock of Destiny document that he had copywritten several years ago. That has nothing to do with being tax exempt. And if you truly were tax exempt, you would have a tax exempt certificate from your own county. That's how it works. You're a scammer, and you know you're a scammer, Simone. And guess what? Others know you're scamming too. As I said, it's always easier for law enforcement to take action when you videotape your own evidence. For those that are following you that you're about to get caught up in a rat's nest along with the one you're in now too, I would suggest that you look long and hard through this particular tax-exempt fraud program. And please be aware that if you have a business yourself, you are required to go to your county's tax assessor and receive that specific card. You are not to print your own. That's called fraud. You are not to use a number from someone else. That's called fraud. See, they're different based upon each individual location. Oh, and by the way, Simone, that Walmart receipt, yeah, it has your location on it. Listen, guys, if you're following the online Moors, 90% of them are scammers. I would suggest getting in touch with one of the actual Moors that are part of one of the real temples, the science temples. See, they're law-abiding citizens. They care about their communities, and they would never try to sidestep the Constitution through lies and cherry-picking.